welcome back to day 4 of the Awaken yoga series. Today is titled More Than the Core. I will be showing you some techniques to really feel that core engaged as you do your other poses. And stay tuned to the end because I will give you some tips on how to bring yoga into your life more easier, how to get those routines going. So looking forward to that. So join me on the mat and let's get started. My dog has a good idea. She's already laying down, so we will join her and fire up our core muscles together. Yeah, the whole community is in my gym today. So I want you to inhale. Inhale and bring the knees up and then bring them. Move the cat, please. You gotta just hang out back here, buddy. Okay, so move the knees back so that they're perpendicular or straight up in the air. And as you do that, you feel your lower back raise off the ground. Now, we don't want that. We want to inhale and push our lower back or suck our stomach underneath, so it almost feels like it's going underneath our ribs. So now we're feeling pressure against the ground, so our core is starting to be engaged. Let's feel that a little bit more. So we're going to push our hands on our lower ribs. Just push your hands down and feel the muscles in your core activate. So keep pushing down into your lower ribs with your hands and feeling that muscle. Keep doing that. We're going to flex our feet. Keep this sensation and lower one foot to the floor, keeping that sensation in the abs. So we're really firing those ab muscles up and we're pushing down with the ribs just to feel that sensation, lowering one foot at a time. Keep breathing in and out. Always come back to the breath. Our focus today is on feeling the pose, readjusting if you need to, and coming back to the breath. I will repeat this a few times today. So feeling and breathing. Okay, bring those knees together, lift one leg straight in the air, and let's get that sensation again. So draw the belly button, draw that lower abdominals into the floor. Push on the lower ribs and really feel the muscles in the core engaged as you're pushing down towards the floor. And now lower that leg, keeping those muscles engaged. We'll lower the left leg up and down. Keep breathing and keep those active so your lower back is on the ground. One more time. Raise the cats. And we'll switch legs. Bend the left leg, keeping it away from your body. Straighten the right leg. Engage the core muscles, pushing down with your hands. Use your hands. Keep breathing. And lower that leg down. Keep them engaged. Make sure you don't lose that connection. That's important. 3 more. Come back to center. Relax. One more time. Push the belly button underneath the ribs. The lower belly gets sucked in under the ribs. Push down. That's the feeling you want to practice. Lower both feet to the ground, hip width apart or to the edge of your mat. And let both legs fall to the left. So you're pushing your top leg, the thigh of your top leg, towards the ground. Open up the arms to the side. We'll take 5 well-deserved breaths here. Feeling that somewhere in your body. Readjust if you need to. And then focus on your breath. One more breath here. And return to center. And exhale, go to the other side. Feel that. Top leg turns down towards the ground. Top leg turns towards the ground. And feel. And breathe. One more breath here. And then we'll make our way up into a tabletop position. Okay, on all fours, hands and knees. Come all the way back up. And we'll take one cat-cow pose. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale, sink the lower belly down towards the ground as you lift your chest up and forward. Exhale, round the back. Squeeze now that core in, the belly under the ribs, and sink that head down. Push with the hands. Draw that belly in. That's a good verb. And come back to neutral. Okay, so here we will do our first plank pose. So set the hands a little bit more forward. We're going to first of all go to downward dog position. So tuck the toes, lift up, push back into downward dog briefly. And then come forward so you're in your plank. So your shoulders are over your wrists. Just feel this for a second. Push those hands apart, the fingers come apart. And feel this. Does this feel good to you or too much? If it's too much, you can adjust by simply lowering your knees to the ground. Again, check that your hands are over your shoulders and breathe. So feel it, engage your abs. This is okay to stay up either way you want. So we're feeling this pose. Adjust if you need to. Now focus back on your breath. We'll take 10 breaths here. Feel that core sinking underneath your rib cage. Really engage like we had it in the beginning. You can do this. Readjust if you need to. Let your breath help you. One more here. And lower those knees down. Step the left leg forward. The left leg forward and the foot just rests beside your left hand. Now take the thigh and just roll the skin of your thigh to the left. So you're opening up that hip as you gently turn your head back to look over your shoulder. So you're feeling a nice stretch in that left side, allowing your hip to open up to the left. So let's feel that. Feel it. Readjust if you need to, and now concentrate on your breath. A nice release in that lower back, as well as in your front thigh and hip flexors. And gently come back. Move your left heel forward a little bit on your mat and come to a place where your right thigh is straight. Straighten that back up. You can come onto your tippy fingers a little bit higher. Now set that position. Feel and breathe. If it's very calm, maybe you stretch out a little bit deeper. Let's send that left hip back a little bit. So square our hips. And come back down. Move that knee back to join the other one. And here we're going to do a dolphin pose. So you have an option here. You can try just engaging your core, still like we're doing. We're drawing up and making a nice tight core. And you can stay here, putting some weight into your arms. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. If you desire, you can stay here. Again, feeling that in your upper back and your shoulders. If you would like, you can curl your toes in and lift, engage the legs. Lift up into dolphin, full dolphin pose. And again, we'll do the same. So we feel it. Relax the muscles in the neck. And breathe. Engage the core. And let's lower our knees back to the ground. Take the arms a little bit more forward. Bend in the elbows and stick your hands behind your head. Adjust where now you feel you're pushing the elbows into the ground and you're feeling the stretch in the triceps, the back of your arms, and the upper back. This should feel really nice, so adjust until you can feel it. You can draw in your navel, again, your belly button to your spine. So you're engaging the core muscles, but just to really emphasize the stretch in the upper back. So feel it, enjoy it, and breathe. Your forehead can maybe come all the way down to touch the ground, allowing you to relax a little more into this pose. Detect the subtlest feelings in your body, in your upper back, in your arms. And come all the way back. Roll up to all fours. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale, around the back, pushing in. Step the right foot forward. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to push that thigh away from us, the skin of the thigh, just to gain some more openness in the hip as we allow ourselves to look forward. Forward? No, not forward. Behind us. I am blonde, sorry. Come out of your head and just come into your body. So feel where this pose is hitting you. Is it in the left thigh? Is it a nice opening in the back? I want you to detect it in your body. That's our yoga here. We're feeling it and we're breathing. Always to come back into the present moment. And push back, straighten that front leg as much as where is comfortable. Again, you make the adjustment. Make sure you're not looking too far forward because I really want your neck to be nice and long. Think straight spine. And let's come back into Tabletop, curl the toes under, push back with the hands to lift ourselves up, and we will walk to the front of our mat. Now here, engage the core, push in that, suck in that lower belly, engage the core, sit back into your heels, and we're coming up into chair pose. So with a strong core, nice and solid, slow movement, pushing into the heels, lifting the arms up as high as you can, maintaining a nice straight back. Now here, we're gonna feel it, adjust, engage that core again, and now focus on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Try inhaling and exhaling through your nose. So inhale for maybe a count of 1 to an exhale of 2. Try that. Feel your core engaged. And come all the way up. Lift up into mountain pose and exhale the arms all the way down to your side. Okay, good job. Hope you're doing okay there. You're gonna take the right foot and step it back into high lunge. So ensure the knee is over the ankle. The knee is over ankle, so 90 degrees, and your middle toe, your knee dissects your middle toe. Okay, so good knee placement. And now we're going to just lean, okay, engage our core and lean the upper body a little bit over this leg. Take your hands, and your hands are going in a line alongside your body. Palms facing the ground. Long neck, remember. Now I want our hip, our left hip, pulling the left hip back a little bit, squaring our hips. And feel it. Firing up in your thigh. And come back to your breath. Inhale, pushing into that front heel to lift our body up and out. Now a slight bend in that back leg. We're gonna inhale these arms straight up over our head, sinking down. Where do we feel that? Feel some expansion, this lifting up through the heart. Feel it. Adjust if you need to, and now come back to your breath. And let's adjust here. Moving into warrior one. So warrior one, our feet are a little wider apart, and our back foot is 45 degrees and our front foot is facing forward. Let's adjust our hips. So grab onto your left hip and pull it to the left, like that, so that your hips are square. And now inhale the arms up. So it's a little bit different than that lunge that we just did. You're pushing into this back edge of your foot to move you forward. So it's a feeling like you're going forward, but at the same time you're pulling up. Let's engage our abs. Core. One more breath here. And then we'll flow into warrior two, just by raising the arms up, adjusting the feet a little bit so the back foot's now 90 degrees, and we'll open up to the side, and then looking forward. Remember, the knee is always going more to the left. Good. And we'll take our legs and we're just going to switch our feet. We're going to do this in the reverse order. Start with warrior two on the other side. Draw in the belly. Just to be a little creative. You don't know what's coming at you. Turn the back foot in a little bit, and we can have some separation between, you know, maybe the heels just a bit to the right of our mat, and here our foot's a bit on the left of our mat. We're gonna turn our right hip back and inhale up to warrior one, pushing in the back foot. So now we're set, and then we come back to our breath. Feel it. Feel the pose. Flow into the high lunge, lifting the back foot. Feet come a little bit closer together to the midline. And we will do the reverse. Okay, what am I doing here? Inhale the arms up, feeling the balance. Woo-hoo. High lunge, drawing in the core. Engaging those legs. Leaning forward, bringing the hands down alongside our body. 1 to 2 breath. Inhale for 1 and exhaling for 2. Brings us not only into the present moment, but it also relaxes our nervous system. And put your hands down on either side just so that you can step forward all the way. And here, bending down, fold forward with really bent legs. Grab either side of your elbows and sway back and forth. Relax the muscles in your neck. Good work, everybody. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about setting up your yoga routine. And roll all the way back up. Inhale the arms up. One final stretch. And exhale, hands together at heart. Namaste, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you want to stay tuned with me, then you can continue to the end of the video. If not, if you're stopping now, please hit the like button so that it goes to your liked videos and you can watch this again. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And please share this with anyone you think might enjoy it. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Day 5 coming up. Okay, so for those of you still tuned in, I'm just going to give you 4 tips to help you integrate a yoga practice into your day, because it's something we could be doing pretty much every single day. Doesn't have to be a long class, doesn't have to be following a YouTube class or a class at the gym. It could be something you just start to integrate a little bit on your own. So the first thing you need to do, number 1, is make it inviting. Make it something that you want to go do. So choose a spot in your house, have the mat available. If you like a little candle or a blanket, have them so that the place when you see it is inviting for you to go to. Okay, we'll get to the poses and how to know what to do later, but for now, just make a space for yourself, and at least you could go and lie down straight on your back, bend your knees, roll a little bit side to side. I mean, you're already doing something right there and then. You're getting into your body, you're getting into the present moment, and that's already a success. Number 2 is you can redo some of the classes we have done before, or, well, exactly. My point with that is, you know, as you're following a class, maybe there's a lot of information going on. So you, like I said last class, every time I do a pose, again, I learn something, or I feel it deeper, or I'm in the moment deeper with it because it's something I already know. So if you redo a class, redo poses you're familiar with, you're more likely to do them, but you're also really kind of getting into the body more because you're not needing to think so much. And that's what we want. We want to shift from thinking to feeling. Okay, so don't be discouraged if you can't remember all the poses we do in a class. That's normal. Try redoing some classes so that you're already doing something you've done before and you can really enjoy it. Okay, and prepare a little bit. So number 3, prepare just means you could have some clothes ready the day before. You can have your water bottle sitting, you know, waiting for you. And you could also have a couple poses in mind. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to do a little mountain pose, and maybe, you know, just have a couple ideas of what you would do. And preparing can also mean setting your alarm. You know, Siri can help you with that. Set your alarm, 10 o'clock I'm doing yoga. However long that lasts, at 10 o'clock you're lying down on your mat, okay? And the 4th thing could be you could have a book ready for when you take a class, when you do a little lesson, when you follow one of my classes or any other teacher, and you like something, you could just note it down. Just note that little movement down that spoke to you so that you start to build some go-to exercises that you can incorporate. So these are my 4 things I will share with you today, and just have fun with it. Just starting out is, you know, an exciting time. It does not have to be overwhelming. And the moment, anytime in your day that you come out of your head and come into your body, you're already doing yoga. So on that note, have a brilliant day, and I'll see you on day 5. Namaste.